Be calling you a radical, so I cannot overstate. This is the perfect place. So I'm just getting ready to get back out the tie tools. It's going to get pretty low again, it looks like, and I think I'm going to start flipping the lemon instead of the tomato soup can. I'll explain why. Anyway, so these guys are good. Those are good windsurfers, really good. But anyway, I cannot overstate what sellout horrors here, but this is important. San Onofre. I'm going to get up there in the next few days also. This is real important. Now I saved one of the surfer kids right there. And so you guys at the canyon here, I talked to them. Their answer to the E. coli breakout here, there's 3 people dead now. Their answer is they're building a new pump station up the hill. That's not the problem right there. Mexico? Oh yeah. How about Point Loma? How about 70 million tourists here? E. coli from hell, 3 people dead. Oh yeah, very real. So, not to mention the flesh-eating bacteria that showed up from Japan, just like Fukushima's nuclear waste. So, this is real important. San Onofre, San Onofre, San Onofre. The best thing just ever happened to you. Ever happened to you. Anybody who, not on the FU Fukushima Beach, San Onofre. And I'll tell you why. You got one shot. New Mexico. Now, do I think that's going to happen? Yes. And I know it's going to happen. Those stupid fuckers in New Mexico just stuck it right in themselves. They love all that money for Los Alamos, but don't keep the waste there. But they sure love. You should have threw those nuclear fucking madmen, sick fuckers out of there decades ago, the Mormon monsters. But you can't talk about Mormon. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mormon. It's like Frank Zappa. He can't do Jewish girl under the pier right there. He can't talk like that. Oh yeah. He's like, fuck you. I'll say whatever I want. So, this is important. You got one shot at San Onofre Waste. Now hear me. Public watchdogs get 600 shows up late to the game. They delayed it intentionally. That's their game. Public watchdogs, there's no doubt in my mind now that works for the nuclear industry. All these fucking idiots. Now, I talked to the California Pacific, the film's tomorrow in Claremont. You know, as Lisa says, fuck, Fast Times is made after you, Kevin. Yeah, that's how we lived, right? Fucking all over the fucking, I saw this brilliant young girl at Nick's last night. She's, you know, grew up in Jersey, she knew. She's, well, that's how the whole country was in the 70s. I says, yeah, that's exactly how it was. So you got one shot, you got me, and I'll tell you why, because I deal with the crooked, corrupt fuckers, PG&E. I deal with them. They're afraid of me. G's going bankrupt, by the way. PG&E scumbag. She went to prison. Kamala Harris. Oh, I'll be in her ear. You can bet on that. So, you got one shot. You got me. Not on the Fukushima fucking beach. I like how Chuck plagiarized me with my tomato soup cans. Without me, you got no shot at San Onofre. That waste will stay there forever. And by the way, it's 1,000,000 times safer in those fucking canisters than it ever was in those pools, you fucking idiots. You know, keep delaying it. They were 70-something% done. And he says, once it's in there forever. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. They could fucking pull those canisters and move them to fucking W.i.p.p. It's on military property. And I deal with them, too. I mean, San Onofre, my father, the nuke to death fucking Marine. Fucking married to that La Jolla girl. So, you got one shot, you got me. You just got the biggest gift in your world, and I'll tell you why. The stupid fucking activists that had congressional hearings down there, the consent-based hearings, I'm the only one that shows up to those. I'm the only one, I mean, so, they brought in Beyond Nuclear. Kevin Camp's the biggest pro-nuker that ever walked. He's a fucking, and that's John Hurley, the National Press Corps. Trust me, I know everybody in D.C. Why? Because we have the peace vigil in front of the White House. I know them all. John Hurley says, well, Kevin Camps, he's a sellout. He works for the nuclear industry. That's the National Press Corps fucking lion himself told me that. Kevin, when I grew up, my daddy said you wear a man in white robes after being the head of the National Press Corps for decades. No, you beware of men in black robes with gold trim. They brought in Sierra Club, the biggest sellout whores who ever walked. Now remember, my grandfather and Sarah Wallace Stegner were very tight, close friends. Scowcroft, Richard. Yeah. He was over in his grave. You think the Germans invented genocide? You knew nothing about the American West. Oh, Stegner. You think the fucking... Right here in Old Town, Bounty House. I'll do work over there. I got a lot of work going on. I got to raise some fucking money. I got a lot of work to do. But you got one shot to send an offer now. You just got the biggest gift you ever... You're going to wake up one morning. This is how it's going to play out. Shh, don't tell, Kevin. Because they don't have to tell you. The Department of Energy fucking runs the ship. And by the way, Trump, your buddy W.i.p.p, you got reelected, who played you like a dumb puppet, has been bad-mouthing you in Davos. Why don't you turn back on... Why are you keeping the Obama fucking Fukushima? Because, you're the same fucking nuclear twin as that dumb fucker Obama. Fukushima cover-up, Fukushima cover-up. W.i.p.p.'s bragging about it now in Davos. Government shut down. Fucking... What a bunch of fucking clowns. So you got one shot on the waste. They don't have to tell you. And I've been talking to them. You don't think I'm paramount in this fight? You know fucking nothing. You just got the biggest gift ever. They just opened the door. When the resistance becomes beyond nuclear and the Sierra Club, just remember, the Sierra Club used to be fucking great. But in the 80s when they got hijacked, remember when Diablo Canyon, they cut that deal? We're supposed we fought it. The state didn't want it. Who cut that deal for this nuclear reactor at Diablo to go? Oh, and I know. Go talk to fucking Jane or Linda from Friends, Mothers for Peace. Go talk to them about me. Sierra Club, Friends of the Earth. That's the reason it's there. That's the reason the nuclear waste is going to New Mexico now. Game over, you stupid dumb fuckers in New Mexico. Sure like that fucking money from Los Alamos, don't you? For all those years. I warned you. You got one fucking real hardcore anti-nuclear activist, the only one that wins, that gets the dirty work. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Wife full of cancer, ML leukemia survivor. Remember, I did all this work wife full of fucking ML leukemia. We're gonna get low again. I'll get out of there. Let's get this on a perfect 8. In the canyon. So it can cave in at W.i.p.p again? Peterson fucking Fabricators fucking thing? Oh yeah, I know those guys too. Far West Utah, my neighbors. As I went back from fucking PB to Ogden, Utah my whole life. Still do it. Trying to save you from you. Now that's a motherfucker. Not on the fucking beach, you got one shot. Going to W.i.p.p. And you got one activist that's gonna make it happen. Make it so. Make it happen. USS Reagan. Kevin D. Blanche. The activist that stand to